And hello again, Internet. I've had to restart this because there's a graphical glitch involved in this version where when I switch video settings, it basically just grabs an image from whatever you were last doing on the Steam overlay or whatever was last on the Steam overlay, even if it's not on screen right now. So, like, messages and whatever you were getting would be posted on this, and that's not what I want. So, let's try this again. Atari 50, yeah, Atari. Probably do a better job telling the tales too, because I was rambling a lot during blah, blah, blah. I always ramble though, so that's what you watch me for, isn't it? No, you watch me because you watch an idiot playing video games. So speaking of an idiot playing video games, Atari. Yeah, they were the first, except they weren't. Except they were, kind of. It's an interesting story. Now, this game here, if we go to this and we look at the, exploration, all this timeline, it is going to be very one-sided. They are telling a specific story, and that is that. It is their story that they're telling, and they want to make sure that they're going to gloss over some things and tell it their way. Like, for example, they did not release the first console. The Magnavox Odyssey came out before this, and that was multiple game. I don't know if it was cartridge-based, but it was multiple game. That came out before the VCS. I think there was another cartridge-based one that did as well. Now, the 2600 is the one that, of course, caught on and sold like hotcakes. But, like, Pong here is not the first video game either. I believe at the current time, we believe Noughts and Crosses was. Although there's also Space War, stuff that was on the early computers that were in college campuses, which is kind of how Nolan Bushnell found out about video games. This was, however, the first, like, commercial application, I believe. Pong right here, 1972. It's pretty early. This is also not the first arcade game, quote unquote. I mean, pinball games had existed before this, and even those were based off other types of arcade games. There were other bar games, like Bar Pool, or I don't even know what they're all called, but various things where you did have to put money in and would play a game. It was all mechanically done before this, but they did exist, so it's not like this came out of nowhere. And that's also why Pong, when it first came out, was put in a bar. The first test thing, which I don't think that was a test cabinet. I think that was the actual cabinet. The first test cabinet, they brought it to a bar, a local bar for them. Said, hey, we want to set this up. We want you to try it, see if it'll be any good. Barkeeper was like, okay, we'll give it a shot. And I believe it was later that night, the barkeeper had to call him up. The owner had to call him up and go, hey, this thing isn't working. What's going on? So, like, they were panicking. What the heck? We just put it in. How is it not working? They went in to go check on it, and they found out that the reason it wasn't working, it was completely full of quarters. The tray to catch the quarters had overflowed. The quarters were actually short-circuiting stuff. You couldn't put more in. Yeah. It was, shall we say, a smash success. And I can believe it. I can believe it. Now, we're going to go in this, we're going to play it. Quote, play it, unquote. There's not going to be much to play. I'm telling you that right now. But we're going to go in this. The thing is, though, there is no AI version here. It is just a two-player game. So we're going to go into the screen mode here. Original screen mode, filter off. Then we can put a TV filter on it. We're not going to. Dip switch settings, we have the color mode. Now the color mode is not like the original color mode. This would be a later version of the game. Paddle range, the original paddle range, which means it just goes up and down. And no wrap glitch allowed. So, we're going to accept this. And we're going to start the game. Start the game. Oh, it's already started. Yeah, there you go. This is the game. Oh, God. It's just going to do that because I managed to get it straight. Unless it changes at some point. It's just going to keep going straight across and I win. Wow. I was not expecting that glitch. I was expecting it to keep... So it keeps the momentum and location. Oh, that is interesting. That I did not know. It just keeps how the ball was traveling and where it was traveling when it resets it. That's actually clever. And I had no idea about that until now. But yeah, that's Pong. And I mean, it's nothing today. It really is nothing today. But when this came, and that's just going to keep doing that now, I have broken Pong. Wow. I broke Pong. At any rate, I mean, I can completely see people getting drunk and playing this with friends. Totally. Now, Pong, of course, had home system versions of it. In fact, I'm sure if we looked at the thing, it would show a picture of the home system, one of the home systems. There were several clones as well, because one of the things, including for the Atari 2600, I believe, they just went like to Radio Shack and bought parts and just built the thing from off the shelf components, which meant anybody could open it up and reverse engineer it and build their own. So there was a ton of Pong systems out there. We had one that was, I believe, Super Pong or Pong 2. I think it was just called Super Pong. The really, really popular one that Radio Shack sold had 4 different modes. So how I used to play Pong, and used 4 fucking D batteries as well. How I used to play Pong is, if having to play it alone, mode 3, you could set the second player up. It would be a wall. Instead of being a paddle, you'd rotate the thing and it would go up from the bottom of the screen as however high you wanted it to go. So I'd leave a little bit at the top and try playing against the wall. And that was how I would practice with Pong. Yeah, that's how old I am. That was the video game I played. Yep. Pong against a wall. Anyhow, let's get out of that. We're only going to look at the arcade games today. So, next is Breakout. Let's take a look at Breakout here. Now, I've had to adjust the video to not be full screen, because otherwise that instruction panel on the side, which I'm glad it includes, would have disappeared. They were not disappeared, but it would have been cut off. But I'm glad it has this, because, you know, I want to be able to see the thing. Apparently I can't have a cursor up to show you. But I like having that there. I like having the panels and to see things. I think that all the arcade collections should have those. So once again, we're going to take a look at the dip switch settings, and there is almost nothing here. You can see you can earn a free play every how many points, up to, every 100 up to 800. Border, filter, screen mode, original. You also do have the flyers. Now these are just the advertisement flyers. Which doesn't show the price. But those are what were sent to like arcade owners or bar owners to see if they wanted to purchase it. Anyway, let's get started here. Is what? Boom. Now, I can use the mouse. That's good, but I can't actually serve it with the mouse. I'd have to use the keyboard, or I guess I just use the controller button here. Now, you may notice there that the ball changes color when it reaches these areas. And, the sides of the mat, the sides of the screen are also colored the same there. In fact, the blue is kind of highlighted a bit. You can see that the background has that stripe all the way across it. That's because this game is, like the other, completely monochrome. And it used strips of colored film across it to give it these colors like this. Which, it was a way to do it. It worked. I talked about the Magnavox Odyssey. One of the things that it had is it actually had overlays that you were supposed to put on your television for the various games. Now, that's one of the things is like the televisions were kind of not exactly standard size then, but most of them were about the same size. So, and it was Magnavox, so I'm sure they based it on their own model. Yeah, you can see we're kind of glitching through some of these sometimes as well. I got a better score this time than last time already. And it looks like we get more points the higher we go. Maybe. Whoa! Holy crap! Okay, so the speed is based on what you hit as well. Wow! So that's Breakout. I personally think this was a huge improvement over Pong. And I'm not just saying that because Pong is Pong, but you have the same basic type of controls. You're moving a paddle and hitting a ball, except this time you're clearing the blocks up there. You can do it one player, so you don't need the other player there as well. There's more variety to this in a way. I like Breakout and Breakout clones, honestly. I'm still a fan of this style of gameplay. Yeah, I don't like Pac-Man, but I like Breakout. Yeah, as simple as that is, I think this was effective. Of course, it took them how many years to make this? This thing came out... The other one was 72. This was 76. It was 4 years later. Still, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak would later form Apple. The prototype came as a surprise to Atari's head of engineering. Nice. They just came and said, hey guys, we have this built. You want to see it? You did what? Yeah, we made this. Huh, cool, let's sell it. Now this one is arcade, but it's DLC, and I have the DLC. We're just looking at the original. I have no idea what all these things are, to be honest. We'll worry about that later. So the next one is Sprint 8. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like how this one controls. So we're going to get into this. 8 fucking players. 8-player arcade game. Now, we only are allowed 4 here on the Atari 50. I don't know why, but this originally came with 8 players. Well, at least a variant had 8 players. That's probably why it's called Sprint 8. And it does have traffic. If you don't have 8 people playing, anyone who's not a computer player or not a human player will be controlled by the computer. So let's go in and take a look here. L, point in the direction you want to drive. There. So, let's take a quick peek in here at the dip switch settings. There you go. You literally are just buying time on this one. 2 minutes of playtime. You put a quarter in, you can play for 2 minutes, period. That's it. That's all you get. And the only stuff on the side there are the high and low switches. Let's not do this one. I'm going to switch to a different... There we go. Let's play that one. And start. Nope. Too late. I hit this one. Now, this, you control your car, and I see I'm red. That's why my red number's flashing up there. Hey, Kalari. I don't know. I think it was whatever was available there. Now, you control your car not by turning left and right, but literally by pressing the direction you want to go, and I hate this. And, of course, you have the gear shift. And if you hit another car, it will do that to you. But I was like, my brain is to turn the car. And if I want to turn left, I press left. But no. Like, now I got to press up, not right. Now I got to press to the right. This is terrible. This is terrible controls on this. And I don't know why I'm the one that's up in the top corner either. I wish it would let me choose which spot to be in. Ugh. I'm sure that this was better in arcades with the actual wheel, so you could control this better to a degree, because, yeah, I'm sure it didn't control all that well either. But, like, honestly, other than how the controls in this work, the car controls nicely. This whole sliding out and everything, that's actually really nice. I like this. And 2 minutes are up. I got 46 points. That's the game. That is the entire game. And yeah, it just keeps flipping through the maps. At any rate, that one's done. Early arcade games, man, there's not a lot to them. Okay, so the next one. Let's see. That's DLC, or that's, yeah, DLC as well. That's DLC. So the next one we have here is Fire Truck. They were absolutely amazing in their day. Entirely. Like I said, if it wasn't for how this game handles the controls in that, where you have to point in the direction you're trying to go, who the fuck does that? Who does that? That's not Pac-Man. It's a racing game. It's a car. You press left to turn left and right to turn right. If not for that, honestly, the controls of it, the way it was sliding around corners, it felt good. I would have enjoyed that for 2 minutes. Fire Truck. Featuring a cabinet with 2 steering wheels, Fire Truck was the first cooperative arcade game. One driver drove the cab, the other the trailer. The horn button serves no purpose. And I am totally for that. I am all for that. Now, again, I've turned on the colors for this. So let's take a look at the dip switches again. We have color mode on or off. Well, I'm going to leave it off. No, I want it on. Extended play, medium, cabinet type, 1 or 2. Play again, it's just play time. So this is 2.5 minutes. That's it. That's all you get. See? I don't know why it does that for the view now. At any rate, what are my controls? Up, down, left, right. There's the bell and the horn. Bell and horn. What? Why is my accelerate up there? Oh my god, who made these controls? Alright, at any rate, let's start the game. I've pressed start. Now I'm assuming that, whoa. See, okay, ow. See, this has, whoa, the more accurate controls that I'm looking for. You know, you turn left for left and right for right. Ow! However, I'm not controlling the back there, so it's just going wherever it wants to go. I'm running out of fuel. I wanted to pick some up, but I don't know if that's fuel or that's a car on the side of the road. Well, I'm definitely not going for those. No, I guess fuel is just your timer. Ah, that's a car on the side of the road. Yep, okay. I just wiped someone's car out. Oop. Didn't turn in time. I was too busy playing with the horn. Yeah, it's not a bad crash effect either. Like, again, this is pretty basic. Ah! Yeah, there's no doubt you crashed. That's, again, pretty basic, but, again, early video game. Oh, boy. Early video game? Yeah, it's kind of fun. And the goal here is just to get the highest scores possible in your 150 seconds of playtime. Ah! Well, I have 150 score out of 150 seconds. I called out a win. Ah! That's it. That's done. Boom. That's the game. That is the entire game. I have never seen this one before. So, I don't know. I've never seen this in arcades or anything like it before. Let's see what the next arcade game is. Well, that is DLC, unfortunately. DLC. Next, we have Super Breakout. Ooh, what did you guys change from Breakout? Multiple modes. Cavity. Progressive mode. Drops of bricks close. Okay, you played Space Invaders. That's what that mode is. Oh, look at some trapped balls up there. And again, we're looking at colored strips across the screen. So, let's take a look at the flyer here. Now, I have seen Super Breakout at arcades, but I mean, we're talking I saw it 30 plus years ago, so hell if I remember. Dip switch settings, initial lives, that is it. All right, well, let's go. One coin, one player. Coin. There we go. Coin. Again, the diagonal. Diagonal skip. That flashing is very annoying. Oh, hi. I'm assuming that means that, you know, it's the high score on this machine. Whoa, look at how many it just went through. Apparently you can only hit them from below, not from above. Which is kind of lame. And the bip bloops. Yeah, that was what the stuff used to sound like. Bip bloop, bip bloop. Oop, it's over there. I am glad that it lets you use use the mouse here. No, you can't hit it from above. What the hell? Arkanoid, this is no high. Again, high speed. I'm pretty sure the speed is based on where it hits. Double brick score when two big balls are in play. Triple when three are. So yeah, they changed up the game a little bit. Made a slightly better version of Breakout. With inspiration from Space Invaders. Clear inspiration from Space Invaders. Alright, what's the next one? Asteroids. There we go. Everyone knows this game. Now we're getting into vector graphics instead of raster graphics. So the difference being raster... Actually, shit. I don't know if the old ones use raster or not. More pixel-based. Like the Atari 2600 is raster graphics. Vector is the line-based stuff. You know, like Star Wars arcade game. Yeah, arcade games use vector graphics before Asteroids. There we go. So, let's, you get the point listing down there with the strategy and all that. I love that it has the cabinet with the info. Even though you have to set it to, oh, yes, turn the glow up. Even though you have to set it to original screen mode and initialize, that's all you got. Okay. And there's that jiggle of the old raster graphics. Oh, God, yes. I remember how things jiggled. Because they're doing the scan lines and all that. All right, well, let's check it out. You get one button to move. Where's the move button? Where's the move? There it is. I mean, it's a pretty basic game. Kind of patterned, again, a bit off Space War, except there's no black hole in the middle. It's basically just a single-player Space War at the end of the day. Kind of gotta control the speed. I love that the speed is momentum based. And, you know, I'll show one of the things that you kind of used to do, that I would used to do sometimes. It doesn't work, but, like, this is the better way to play it, like I'm doing right now. You shooting at me? Alright, so, as I was mentioning, one of the things that we kind of used to do to, whoop, perfect. I've died now. Let's see if this works. Nope, does not work, as you see. The goal is to go as fast as possible. That way the things can only hit you from one direction. Like, they can't get me from the side. I'm going too fast. It doesn't work. Alright. Push hyperspace. Alright. Yay! Look at my high score. The only person who's played this. An extra ship at 10,000. Ah, well, whatever. Each player alternates on two players, so it's not simultaneous there. There's a chance of explosion on re-entry of hyperspace. Oh, that makes sense. That's the, oh shit, get out of dodge button. You press it if you're going to die anyway, so if you die afterward, well, you would have died if you didn't press it, so it's still worth pressing. Interesting. Okay, so that's asteroids. Lunar Lander. Atari's first vector game. Wait, what? But we just did... Was it the same year? Same year. Okay, so this must have come out earlier in the year. So they kind of use the same control scheme for this. Oh, hello. Training mission, cadet mission, prime mission, command mission. Crash, hard landing, good landing. So you see, yeah, your goal is you have controlled rotation, rotational rotation. Oh, no. Yeah, light gravity, friction from atmosphere, moderate gravity, no friction, no friction, no friction. Interesting. So let's check a look at the flyer. Well, not much here. Built-in self-test system, etc. Dip switch settings. Fuel units per coin. All right. Let's try it out. Where's my coin? Enter coin? There we go. Where's the button to press? No, what? Okay, I can turn. Okay, there's that button. No, not up. Oh, I can't turn around. Okay. I'm going to restart this because... Controls! Why is it on... So, this button changes what mode you're on. And throttle is... I don't have that. I can't change it? Reset game. Reset game. Controls. I can't change the controls? I can't change the controls. Why would you not let me change the controls? I'm using an arcade stick. I don't have a right stick up. No wonder. Let's try. Oh, it might be the left trigger that does it then. Well, let's try. Left button, insert coin. Nope, nope. I have to use the keyboard for this. What? Apparently I came down a little too fast. Get over there. So there is friction. I don't know what constitutes a light landing. I'm there. I am on this 5X. All right, so that does that. Let's try next difficulty. I want one of these times 4s. I'm burning up all my fuel for this times 4. No friction this time. What that means is I will go that direction until I tell it to stop going that way. A little bit that way. Okay, that should be a nice gentle landing. Boom! 400 points. Okay, let's try the next difficulty. Strong gravity. So the gravity kicks in higher. I'm using up all of my fuel on these. Oh god, yeah, no. Not a chance. I could not slow down for that. Gravity way too strong. Like, even trying to adjust my momentum, the gravity is just too strong. I find it interesting that you control your own how much gravity and all you want. The difficulty, it doesn't automatically update. It just is. There we go. There we go. Hard landing, but I landed. Oy. Now this is the fun one. Because as you see, you keep rotating as well. We're on moderate gravity. Let's just try to land here. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. That ought to do it. Let's slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. I could not slow down. No, no. God, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, my God. Spinning, spinning. Gonna run out of fuel. I just gotta slow it down. If I can slow it down, if I've got enough fuel to slow down, then I will have successfully landed. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Gentle landing on the hardest difficulty. There's no way I can do another one, though. Nope, I have fucked that up. I have fucked that up. That rotational rotation really hurts. You made a 2-mile crater. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? I bet I can do better. $100 You just destroyed a $100 lander. Yeah, whatever. I have no fuel left, so that's the game. I actually do like this one. I'm gonna run out of fuel, and I'm just gonna plummet now. That's it. I can't even rotate anymore. I am completely out of fuel. I am tumbling down. Nope. Doesn't even land. That's just it. That is Lunar Lander. Honestly, I like it. I do like that. It's an interesting idea for a game. Kind of use the same, momentum base. That's why they turned it into Asteroids as well. Although I don't know if Asteroids was really coming first or this. Which one they designed first? But again, early arcade games. So what else have we got? Not arcade. LED handheld. Interesting. DLC. Missile Command. I never liked this one. Half coin op, half Cold War era cautionary tale. Missile command! Alpha base, delta base, omega base. Flickering lights. Oh, lots of flickering lights. So, it's just a flyer for this. We just have advertisements. Trackball type. Bonus every 10,000. 6 cities. Now, let's see. All right, we'll use the mouse. Oh, shit, right. The mouse itself has no control. Damn. That's it. I'm out of missiles. Oh, right. I have extra from extra bases, don't I? I apparently have 3 bases worth of missiles. Don't know what the third... There we go. Oh, you bitch. There we go. Keep the cities alive. 2 times the points. I mean, ideally, you want to hit one where it... freaking Mervs. Nope, can't get any lower than that. Gotta remember, I have 3 bases. I can't just use all of the one. Now, that base is gone now. It will not come back. See? That is still a crater. Lost another city. Ooh, I lost one of my missile supplies. I am done. That's it. That's game. They killed all 3 of my missile bases. Oh, those Mervs. Those Mervs, so bad. But I'm having trouble hitting, you know, which button to press, too. And that is not good. Flicky. Oh, my God. Stop. Flashing screen. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm really unhappy with this collection and the fact that you can't adjust your controls. Because holy shit, they're bad. At least the way I'm playing. Okay, so the next one we have is Warlords. This! A 4-player variant of brick breaking game. This is the first arcade game based on a home game. Although the arcade game was released first. Alright. So, this should actually be fun. I've played the home version before. You really do need a paddle for it. Trust me. I tried playing it with a joystick before. It don't work. So again, mouse. But let's take a look at the flyer here. It does show 2 different versions. I think this one would be really well as a cocktail cabinet. And there are no dip switch settings at all. So let's just get going. Press player start. I did press start. Are you fucking with me? I have to press A to start. Oh, wow. See, the dragon there, that is not in the home version. And it's just back and forth, by the way. Not back, forth, up, down. Oh, bullshit. It went straight for me. This is just kind of awful. Right. Back and forth, not up and down. So they keep going for that corner on mine. I keep wanting to move the mouse down here, but it's not. It's just back and forth trackball. And that's what's screwing with me on that corner down here. I hope I can actually beat somebody in this. No, don't hit me. Oh, don't hit. Oh, come on. Don't send both of them at me. Fuck off. I am almost dead. Well, I've been hit. Yep, I'm dead. Yep, nope. The fact that like it goes around the corner just messes with my brain. I keep trying to move the mouse down, but that doesn't work. You have to go left and right, and that is hit. So, it's another one where the controls in it fuck with me. Asteroids Deluxe! 2 years after the original Asteroid. Difficult enemies, gameplay tweaks, hyperspace for shields. Colored film on the screen. Oh, what is that background? Interesting. Oh, I think I know how they did that. That's one of those where it's like being reflected on the screen. At least in the arcade game it would be. Let's see what we got here. Turn the glow up even higher. Dip switch settings. Same dip switches. Let's start the game. And again, they try to make it a little bit more difficult, and rightfully so. Oh, we got something new over here. What is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, that's an enemy! Ah! I got shot from around the screen. It wrapped and hit me. I like that new enemy. Although, again, kind of aping off of Space Invaders with the boop, 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 boop music going on there. I mean, more Space Invaders than Jaws. Although it's definitely reminiscent of that. Alright, so that's... Actually, I do like this one. Your score is one of the 10 best! Yeah, it's because it's the only person who's played it so far. Yeah, I honestly like this as far as... No, the problem is you're getting to the point now... I mean, when did this one come out? You're getting up into the point where the games were getting a bit better than this. A little bit better than this. You're still in the 70s mindset of games coming into the 80s. I mean, we're entering the era... When did it come out? Let me just check look real quick. I'm taking a quick peek at... Yeah, Donkey Kong came out this year. Now, if you're going to arcades and you see Donkey Kong and Asteroids Deluxe, which one are you going to play? as interesting as Asteroids Deluxe is, it's not Donkey Kong. So things are getting more complicated. Graphics are getting a little bit better. You got to step it up from here. You can't just keep. I mean, yeah, Donkey Kong is still kind of simplistic controls as well, but it's better than that. So here was one of their answers to this: Centipede in '81. And it isn't long here before. All right. All right. Let's kick this off. Now, oh god, this is one that has the trackball again. Shoot and destroy the advancing collisions. Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's check it out. Now, this you can kind of just hold the button down because you're not going to fire any faster. Now, one trick I used to do is just kind of sit here at the edge of the screen, which, as you can see, doesn't work so well in single player, but like if you have two people going at once, it can wreck. Going up. Why are you over here? Why are you so far down here? Can I not beat this? Like, can I not go to another level? Are you just... Oh, there we go. There's another level. Oh, those fucking mites that they do that. Those are really annoying enemies. Those are the most annoying enemies. Because they create a bunch of blocks on the way down. There's another level. Again, pretty simplistic, but we're looking at the era of shooters, and this is a different take on shooters, and that's kind of fun, honestly. Again, for its time, because you are comparing this, you're getting into, you know, actually, shit, one of those other ones. I wonder when Space Invaders came out. I missed the bonus up there. I was trying to hit it. I mean, it's going fat. Oh, poison? Oh, I don't like the poison. That's not good. I don't know what that does, the poison. Ah, dead. And it restores all the mushrooms that you had not fully killed. There's a lot to watch on this. The further you go, the more enemies. You shoot the ones in front, it just turns the others around right away. Ah, that's me out. Oh, wait, I got one more, don't I? And the colors keep changing. Oh, is that what the poison? Oh god, it just sends him straight down. Okay. Dead. Very dead. So that's what those do. Yeah. Basic, but you put a quarter in, kill a few minutes, does what the game was meant to do. What else we got? What else we got? DLC. Tempest. Here we go. Programmer, already haunted by dreams of a nuclear apocalypse and creating missile commands, had nightmares of a about a pit teeming with crawling monsters. The abstraction of that idea became Tempest, first full-color vector arcade game. Now, this one I'm going to have problems with the mouse again, but oh, it is a fun one with the actual proper arcade settings with the rotating. Nope, not that. With the rotating controller. So, let's start. Yeah. It really does work a lot better with the rotating paddle than trying to do it with a controller, any type of controller, like even the mouse left, right. You need the rotating, because the rotating, you automatically know what direction it's going. You know, rotating it clockwise is going to move your guy clockwise, period. I believe I got to actually send those all the way down, or they just keep spawning. Ah, that one got me. Grabbed me and pulled me back, all the way back. Avoid the spikes, right. That's what those are for. So you want to make sure you have a safe way down before you kill everything. Those red dots down there are how many enemies are left. Avoid the spikes. It just isn't as good without the rotating stick. So the biggest problem I'm having with this is the controls on almost all these games. Nice, nice. Okay, what else we got? DLC, Gravatar. I don't recognize this. Notoriously difficult space shooter. Challenges players to navigate underground tunnels and destroy enemies while managing fuel and combating gravity. Good lord. They have never completed their own game without cheating. Well, let's take a look at what the settings of this are. Same basic type of settings to start with. Let's go. Where am I? Oh God. Okay. I blew up immediately. Where's my... There it is. What am I doing anyway? Am I trying to blow up the planet? Oh, cool. What am I looking to do? I suppose I should probably read the stuff on the side. Completing all 4 planets. Define. You have a limited amount of fuel. Ah, there we go. That appears to be what I'm looking to do. What? Am I supposed to blow that up? All right. No fuel or when your lives run out. Oh, I'm dying right now as I'm reading. Okay. Fly to planets, score points, and regain fuel. How do you regain the fuel? To score points on a red planet, destroying all bunkers on a planet. All right, well, let's try again real quick. That button. I'm trying to figure out, I was trying to find my buttons again. So reset, yes. Start. Button. There's gravity. Apparently you can go straight to the last planet. I'm not going to. I'm going to try to go to the early planet here and take a look and see what you're supposed to do exactly. It says destroy all bunkers, but what are the bunkers? Are those the bunkers or are the blue things the bunkers? Oh, yeah. Whoops. Try again. Mission complete. I guess we leave the planet. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we just blow up those bunkers. That's our only goal there. Mission complete. That's two. 2 planets done. Get away from the star. Well, the goal is this planet. The goal is this planet here. So let's see what happens if I go straight to it. Oh my god. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that is actually a cool game. Difficult. But I could have fun with that. There. I'm just very disappointed in the set because of the controls. Disappointed enough that I'm glad I don't have the DLC. Liberator. Still in 92. From the Atari Force comics from DC. Oh my god. DC was making them and borrows liberally from the gameplay of Missile Command. It's that game in reverse. Okay. The galaxy has been invaded by the evil Malgon army. Commander Champion of the Atari Force has chosen you to become the Liberator. People of the universe are depending on you to free them from the evil masters. What do we got here? Yeah, basic. Points. Okay, let's... Long-range scanning detects enemy scouts in your sector. Well, this Honestly, oh, interesting. Okay. This is kind of reminding me of Last Starfighter. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's definitely giving me Last Starfighter vibes, that first part, anyway. Come on, there was something on the planet. There it was. Next bonus ship at concentrate firepower on planet missile barrages or bases to easily destroy your enemy. Yes, thank you. Woo! That was close. Kept my ships alive. Oh, crap. Lost it. One ship left. This is interesting. I have never seen this before. I did. For advanced game, hold fire, press start. I don't want to hold fire, press start. I'm done. Okay. Interesting. Millipede! Centipede Plus. We're still in 1982. They were really cranking games out, weren't they? No, no, no. No, no, no. Fall Centipede increases the speed and difficulty, added more gameplay variety, and retaining the core elements. Spider, earwig, dragonfly, mosquito, beetle, bee, inchworm, millipede head, millipede body, DDT bomb, and mushrooms. What do we got down here? Bonus. We got a lot of dips. Legends, difficulty, spiders. Cool. Let's check it out. Graphics increased slightly. Dang it, I missed the DDT bomb on it. Right, I can just hold the button down and it won't go any faster than that. Ow. Oh, DDT nuked it. Look at that. Dang it, too late. Oh, I didn't expect the beetle to jump. Last game. Yeah, that is a harder version of Centipede, exactly as advertised. Quantum, also 82. Atari's only trackball game with vector graphics. Non-violent. Draw lines around the atomic particles. And the highest player gets to score their name using the trackball. Interesting. Let's see what the switches are. Difficulty 2. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we're just... God, what is this, Pokemon Rancher? 2 for 1! I take it if it hits your thing before the circle, you blow up, though. Kind of like Quicks, you know? Don't let it hit your trail. Boom. It's going faster. Let's make big circles. That almost seems to be the key. Oh. Deadly when red. Don't go in between them. What if I just do that, though? I just ran right into that one. That was dumb. And dead. Interesting game. That, ran into that. Cool. I don't know what two-player start is. Tag! Love it. Love it. That's a cute little extra feature there, to be able to draw your own name for it. What else we got here? Space Duel! Oh, we got Space War, huh? Color vector graphics. Shapes instead of Volder. Two-player mode where they compete with each other. Dip switch settings. One or two-player game. Well, let's just go. No, I just want one-player game. Yes, right there. Yes, that game. That's the game. There. And instead of rocks. Oh, God, no, no, no. I mean, it's just asteroids again. It's asteroids again. What do you want me to say? How many times can you play asteroids? I mean, the colors on this are neat. But I'm still playing asteroids. And at this point in the arcades, I already mentioned asteroids are getting kind of old. Oh, boy. First asteroids, yeah, cool game. Third asteroids, I was hoping for Space War, really. If you've never played Space War, it's a lot of fun. Because, again, you have the momentum-based stuff, but there's also the thing that really set Space War apart was the planet in the middle of the screen with the gravity of that. So you have to try to shoot each other. You and your shots curve around the planet. The closer you are to it, the more they curve. You have to try to hit the other player while avoiding falling into, actually, I think it's more of a black hole, but... And it is fun. There's a reason it was as popular as it was. Mostly because it was one of the early arcade games. Can I hit this or not? No, it just bounces off. I bounce. I think I got a 1-up. Yep, I got a 1-up just in time to die. Oh my god. That's me dead. Interesting. Not in love with it. Not in love. What's next? Black Widow, 1983. Spider-themed twin joystick shooter. I don't think I can play this. I don't think I can play this with my current controls. I cannot play this with my current controller. Okay. So that's out for now, unfortunately. We'll have to go back to this one later. Illuminated trackball controller. Player steers Bentley Bear around a series of mazes as he collects the jewels. It has a definitive ending. Oh, interesting. Well, let's take a look at this and see what we got. Dip switch settings, medium, lives every 3. Well, can I use the mouse? Oh God, I've seen this. Oh God, I've seen this. You got the last gem bonus. Okay, so up and down is... Oh, God. Okay, like this is left and right there. This is up and down. Oh. Oh, no! Is there anything else I can do? Wait, player 2? There's no player 2. There's player 2. I accidentally picked 2 players, apparently. Well, he gonna die. Player 1. The controls in this are fucking awful. Does this make me invincible or some shit? No, wow, okay. I guess I'll just die. Doomsdome. Dome. Okay. So, like, okay, I can't do anything to you. You're just down there in the corner, preventing me from doing anything. Like, what am I supposed to do to you? Oh, God. Literally, what am I supposed to do with her? She's just in the corner. She's just covering these last few. She just went back and forth on top of them. What are you supposed to do? I was using my mouse pad, which is why I was zipping around so fast. Okay, no, there is no player 2. I would have liked that, but, again, that part I don't understand. That wasn't the controls, that was just the game. It was a game over. The enemy was just walking on top of those last things. Small area, couldn't get to it. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Food fight! General Commercial Corporation. So no, the movie is not based on this. Oh god. Oh god. What are the controls on this? Let's look at this flyer. Looks like trackball again. Controls. Up, down, left, right, throw. Oh, all right. Dip switch settings. Initial lives. Language. Oh, cool. This is the first one we have a language option, so let's just go. Level 1 vanilla. Eat the cone. Let me guess. Yeah, I can't do this one. So that's another one where the controls don't work on here. Good job, Atari. Major Havoc. Inspired by Breakout? What do we got for the dip switches here? Adaptive difficulty. I've entered the coin. Can I just... I'm not adding coins. I'm just trying to play. What's the start button? Wait, is this... Okay, trackball. Ooh, get out of the way on that. What is this? What is this? Oh, God. No, stop hitting the head. What is this shit? I'm really glad that it lets me use the mouse for at least the moving back and forth. I still have to press an actual button instead of using the mouse. I don't want 2 players. I don't want 2 players. Okay, you know what? I'm calling this right now. I want to keep exploring this set. I do. I love going through these early arcade games, and there's some here that I have never seen. And some of them like this are interesting. But these controls are fucking awful. And you can't change... Oh, now this one lets you remap them. Like, insert coin start. I don't want to insert coin start. Why would insert coin be... Oh, my God. Why can't start be start? But, just... I'm sorry. These controls are fucking atrocious. And I don't mean the video games controls. I mean this collection's controls are fucking atrocious. And a lot of times it doesn't let me rebind them. So I just can't do this anymore. I want to see more of these arcade games, especially since, look. Alright, fuck it. You know, hold on. Let's try this again. Reset game. Reset game, yes. 1 coin. Don't press anything else. Do I get to play or not? Where's the start button? You see? I've entered a coin, but it's just enter coin. Where's the start button? There's no start. Oh, I have to press A to start. Why is this start? Why do you not have the start button be the start button? Don't let it hit me. Yep, get to the side. Land on the white platform. Nope, nope, nope. And we're out. I kind of get it. I don't like it, but I kind of get it. Okay, let's go down here. These controls are just fucking terrible. But notice that the ball isn't going in here anymore, so I don't even have an option for it. Ah, I zipped into that one, damn it. Land on the white. Ah, I didn't see where the arrows were. Pick up dots for extra oxygen, yes. But like the controls here, it's not the controls now that are the problem. It's I can't see shit. Ow, damn it. The screen is so zoomed in, or not zoomed in, it's where it's zoomed in that's the real problem is there. I would probably have more fun if this was with the trackball and such, but this is a problem with the Atari arcade games. Rather than having a joystick, they're trying to use different controller stuff, and it's not working for this. All right, Cloak and Dagger. I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. Loosely based on the action movie. Began as Agent X. Must steal information, defeat robots, and escape underground before it explodes. Dip switch settings. Extra lives are available, yes. Controls, again, it's a double stick. I can't play it. Cool. Can't play the double stick one. iRobot. Used, the first game to use polygons, huh? In 84? I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I guess that's just a modification of the vector graphics in a way, but let's see what we got for the dip switch settings. Again, multiple language available. Minimum game time. Interesting. Controls. Resume. Let's try it. iRobot, the game. Doodle City, the ungame. Interesting. What am I doing here? There is no sound. No shields to jump, touch red. Eyes open, don't jump? What? I do not jump if eye is red. I do not understand. There's no sound either. What the hell? Entering transporter. Okay. Select level 1. Let's try this again. Touch red. Eyes open, don't jump. I didn't really have a choice there. So the eye is open, don't jump. No, jump. I can't jump when there's shields. There's 2 reds left. Where are they? There we are. Now I got to jump to the eye, but not when it's open. And then I blow it up. That's the game. Okay. How come there's no sound? Wait, I was supposed to do something there? Let's try again. Touch red. Gotcha. Don't jump when the eye is open. Damn it. Oh, I got lucky. So when the eye is red, don't jump. It was still yellow when I jumped. So we got red light, green light here as well. Avoid solid objects. How? What's between them? How? There's no space between those for me. Oh, I go, oh, wow. Saucers cannot, oh, I can shoot. Yeah, we're done. A game that confusing, I'm out. I'm out. What else we got? That looks almost like the end of the arcade games. That was the end of the arcade. Okay, no. Ah, prototypes, unreleased. Okay. Maze Invaders, unreleased. So there's a couple I can't do with the controls that I have. And from there we get into just pure home releases. Which we're getting up to, that's a 2600 millipede. 5200. We're getting up to the 7800. Now, that's the one that I unfortunately had. You can see when it came out here, 86, the NES was already out, and I got this instead. Yes, it was disappointing. Solaris, still 2600s. I don't know why you guys are releasing 2600 games this late, but I'll take a look at some more of these later. I just wanted to go through the arcade stuff today. So we'll check out some of these arcade things. Now we get into the Lynx as well. And the Jaguar. I had a Jaguar. It was stolen. Otherwise, I would actually have been playing it for you guys, because there's some good games on it. NBA Jam TE, Raiden, great versions on it. Alien vs. Predator. Yes, I had Alien vs. Predator on the Jaguar. It's a lot of fun. Jaguar controller is an interesting controller because it's got the keypad on it. It's not unique. You know, it has overlays for the games as well. It wasn't unique for that. That was actually taken from Intellivision. Jaguar, Lynx, Jaguar, and that was kind of the end of Atari. And then here we're into the prototypes. 2005, huh? Interesting. I guess you guys released some unreleased games for an anniversary. Or I guess that was homebrew or something. And then here we have the reimagined games, which I have those available separately as well. Yard's Revenge. Well, let's check out these last two prototypes. I got a little bit of time. Players defend a central turret and all enemies. After the testing prototype, decided not to make it. But you know what? This is a great place to have them. Yeah, this game did not pan out. No dip switches because it's the prototype. Let's play. Press player 1 start. Is this not player 1 start? See, again, you don't have the controls. Keep the controls consistent. Press fire to advance. Whoopsie. How do I play? Zoom. I do not know what's going on. Yeah, I can see why you guys didn't want to keep this. And I'm dead. Well, I can see why you guys did not want to keep this. It is very unusual. So that you come out. There we go. Ugh. It's another one where the controls just don't really make much sense. I survived, barely. Lives lost, 1. Yeah, no, I can definitely see why this one didn't make it out of prototyping stage. It's cool that it's here. I am all for having prototypes and such available. That's a perfect place to do it. Oh god, they're everywhere. Yeah, no, I'm dead. Very, very dead. I had no chance there. Yeah, no, I am so screwed. I can't beat all of these. There's just too much now. Oi. One life left. Oh god. And that's me dead. Okay. So that's that game. No, wait, I have one more, don't I? I gained another life. Don't know how, but I gained another life. That sort of reminds me of the Tron game, honestly. And I have another life. Ow. Okay. Oh god, yeah, there's no way I'm surviving this. Not those things, not those. Yep, those things are brutal. Okay, so that's a game that didn't exist. Got one more to check out. Oh, oh well, I'm Taff now. Maze Invaders. Did not test well enough. Oh, Lord. Does have dip switches. Oh, let's check the controls. Make sure it's not a twin stick. It is not a twin stick. So, let's start. Press. Oh, God. No. This is Maze 31. This is not what I want. Okay. I want Maze 4. There we go. Okay. I see. It's Pac-Man with a gun. Don't tell me I died. I got out. Okay, good. I can't seem to destroy these things. Oh, nope. I can only push them away. Okay, that should do it. That's a red door. I want a green door. Are those things just falling? They're just falling. Okay. Oh, those have guns. I get it now. Yeah, this isn't the worst game I've ever seen. I don't like it. Oh, you guys can shoot through walls, but I can't. Okay. That's the last of the games. Yeah, I can't recommend this set right now. I just wanted to play arcade games, but all of these, of course, trackball and rotating and everything but a fucking joystick, which is what I've got for a controller here. I guess when I start doing the Atari 2600 next, which, oh god, I'll be able to use this. And I will come back and look at those, what was it, 2 of them that I couldn't look at today. I'll hook up my other controller and try those, the twin stick ones. But I can't do that with the regular arcade stick, that's for sure. Look, there are some interesting games here. There's nothing overly complicated that... Hell, there was no late arcade games at all here. That's the kind of scary part. They just, like, all they could do was the most basic of stuff. And don't get me wrong, some of those early basic games were good for what they were. I love Breakout. The original Asteroids is not great, but it's fun enough. I like Lunar Lander. By the time you get to the third Asteroids, it's a bit much. Tempest. On an actual arcade with the proper freaking controls, Tempest is amazing. It's a lot of fun to play. Here, it's not. Because the controls in this are just terrible. Controls in this set are terrible. And not all the games are good either. I've never been a fan of Missile Command. And, I'm sorry, but that fire truck one, that was kind of awful. Quantum was fun. I never saw that before. I liked that one. Quantum was fun. Yeah, I'm saying games this basic could be fun. This is stuff that isn't meant to, no big epic sprawling. This is stuff that's meant to kill a few minutes. You put a quarter in, you kill a bit of time, and then you move on to the next one, usually. Something to pass time. And some of them can be fun for that. We'll see what the Atari 2600 deals with tomorrow. Maybe some more beyond that, we'll see. Because I know there's at least one game there that is an actual closer to what we consider modern video games today. I've never played Adventure. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, take care, Internet. Enjoy the games you play.